finding differences of polynomials. So you should be on page 4 of your notes. Okay, this is just right after the notes we took from the other day. So finding the differences. So difference means to subtract. So we're going to point out that subtraction sign. So it's always going to be key to look for the sign that's between the parentheses. So let's fill in our steps. It says make the subtraction sign in between each expression positive, and then change all the signs in the following expression. These will make sense as soon as we practice them, so let's just get it written down first. Then I'm going to change underline. I'm going to change that to highlight because that's what we've been doing. Okay. Highlight each like term in a different way, or we'll say different color. Every time you have a new like term, change colors. And then the last step, make sure your answer is written in simplest form, because simplest form would mean that you combined all your like terms. So let's do number 5. Let's do exactly what we've been doing in the past. Let's check out what the sign is in between. So if the sign is minus, we have to start following our steps. We have to change it to a positive and then change all the signs after it. So you don't do anything with the first group of terms. We changed it to a positive, and now we have to change all the terms, all the signs after it. So it was a plus 3y squared right here. So that's going to become a minus 3y squared. And this plus 7y is going to become a minus 7y. Now notice, I still have a set of parentheses around that. So we've got to clear those parentheses, and then we can combine. So 8y squared plus 2y. Now think to yourself, what's a positive times a negative? It's just a negative. And then again, a positive times a negative gives me a negative 7y. So I just wanted to get rid of my parentheses, and then this extra plus and minus next to each other. So now let's highlight our like terms. I've got plus 8y squared, a minus 3y squared, and I have plus 2y and minus 7y. Now I combine. So that becomes 5y squared minus 5y is my final answer. We're going to do number 6. I'm going to create a little bit more space for this one just so we've got some room to write. Okay. So let's look at, okay, it's a minus sign. So I'm going to leave the first set or first group alone. I'm going to change this to a plus. So I'm changing that to a plus. But you can't just change things to a plus and not do anything else after it. It says now change the sign of everything after. So I'm going to keep my parentheses, and I'm going to make it a minus 7x cubed plus 9x squared minus 2x minus 4. I still don't need to do anything with all of these terms, but I want to get rid of those parentheses. So now just write what's inside the parentheses. Okay? Get your highlighters out. Cubes. Squareds. X's. Constants. Okay, so now let's combine like terms. So negative 4x cubed plus 5x squared plus 2x minus 6. There's my final answer, in simplest form. So the only thing that's new so far is just changing the sign to addition, and then it's just combining like terms. That's exactly what we did last time. You're going to do number 7 and 8 to bring to class with you. We're going to do number 5 together. This one that talks about perimeter. So it's telling us that our perimeter is 12x squared plus 25x plus 8. And we're missing a side here. So we need to come up with what that missing side is. So if we keep in mind what perimeter means, perimeter means add up all of the sides to get what the perimeter is. So I'm going to write out, okay, if this is my perimeter, okay, that's what my the P is. Okay, so let's start, add up all the sides. 5x squared plus 4x plus 3 plus 7x minus 9 plus 13x minus 4. Let's see if I can shrink this. Shrink this up a little bit. I got a little wide with my grading. Okay. Plus, I'm going to put a blank there, because that's that side right here with our question mark. All right. So let's combine what we have right now. Oops. Let's back that up. Here we go. Okay, so my x squared, that looks like the only x squared there is. The x's, x, x, we got another x, and then our constants, plus 3, plus 9, plus 4. All right, so let's put all those, let's do our combining like terms. So there's no other x squared. And now I end up with 4x plus 7x is 11x plus 13x is plus 24x. Now combining my constants, I get -6, -10 plus something. Okay, so I just simplified that. I'm still trying to get to what they're telling us our perimeter is. All right. So if my x squared has to add up to 12x squared, and I already have 5x squared, how many x squareds am I missing? I need 12x squareds. I already have 5 of them. I'm missing 7 of them. Now let's look at this. I've got 25x. I need 25x for my perimeter. I already have 24x. How many x's am I missing? I need a 1x. And then I have, this one. I have plus 8, or I need plus 8. Okay, the perimeter says plus 8, but I've got minus 10. Okay, pause it and think about that one for a second. Okay, hopefully you came up with plus 18. Okay, so let's see. Let's double check our work. Let's combine our like terms. This and this are like terms. X's, constants. Let's see what that does. Let's see if it equals what we need. That's 12x squared plus 25x plus 8. Does that match that exactly? Yes, it does. Okay? You guys are going to do number 6 when you come to, by the time you come to class. All right? So you have 3 problems to do to come to class with. All right? Number 6, this one, number 7, this one, number 8. See you in class.